Hey guys, how's it going? Owner here, and welcome to a new Euro Truck Simulator 2 video. And yes, finally we have a new video. It has been a long while since I last made one. A little bit of an explanation for that. I was busy with other games such as the Formula Sim Racing Championship that ended, but then there were games such as F1 2014 which got released. It was a big update for Assetto Corsa, and I was pretty busy with my Oculus Rift as well. So yeah, I was busy with school too, so I didn't have a lot of free time, but I feel like making another video, so well, here we go. First of all, I think I'm going to adjust my graphic settings a little bit, put them up a little bit higher, because I lowered them in order to make it work with the Rift properly. Properly. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm gonna change that. Give me a little second, and I'll be back then. Alright, so graphics should be fine now. I hope so. So let's go ahead and drive. By the way, I'm going to get a new graphic card next month. Going to get probably the Asus GTX 970. That graphics card really kicks ass. So well, hopefully we can crank the settings up a bit higher then. Anyway, here we are again in our truck. Need to get used to it. I've played Truck Simulator quite a bit before, but it was with the Rift the whole time, so this is a little bit different obviously, but we'll get used to it. So we spawned back to Rotterdam as there was a game change detected. I don't think I have the traffic mod, so we don't have any well, special cars in the traffic, but that's okay. Didn't want to find all the new updates because update 1.14 is going to be released soon for Euro Truck Simulator. Actually very soon. There's already a public beta out. I decided to not go with that, because a lot of mods were not compatible with 1.14, the open beta, so I'm going to wait for that a little while. But anyway, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Let's pick up a freight here first. We're actually in Rotterdam. I think I said that I thought we were in Amsterdam. Did I? No, actually. It doesn't matter, we're in Rotterdam anyway. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Seems like a really nice one. 43 euros per kilometer, 43 and a half. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Going to Poland, that's a perfect ride really for this episode. So we're going to deliver beton, which is Dutch, and it means concrete. So concrete, here we go. I think this is actually a mod, this concrete thing. Yeah, I think that's a modded trailer. Right, so there we are again, on the way again in our Iveco. That's been a little bit too long, and once again I really apologize for that. It's not good for the series obviously when there's just a big gap in between the episodes, but well, as I said, I was very busy with other things. Oh wait, we need to go straight on. But yeah, I can really not wait till next month. First of all, it's my birthday, and then after that I'll get the video card. And I really do need that one. Currently I have a GTX 550 Ti. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, at this point I wasn't really that interested in playing most games on max settings and stuff like that, but I don't know, especially in this game, it seems like my graphics card is having a hard time. I'm running at 42 FPS right now, sometimes drops in the 30s even, while my target really is to keep it steady at 50. That's what I always do with other games, but Truck Simulator for some reason seems to be quite tough on the graphics card. Don't know why that is. Anyway, here we go. So we're going to take this one, and it is to suggestion. Okay. Just don't pay attention to that pronunciation. That was horrible, probably. Well, I'm pretty sure it is. Anyway, with 54,000 euros, it's actually not too bad. I thought we were running quite short on money, but I was wrong. So let's pick up this trailer here, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the new update first. But yeah, first let me pick up this trailer and go out onto the motorway. Here we go. and then press T. "13-hour long drive, perfect. No stops in between them. Well, maybe we need to rest and fuel up here and there. How is our fuel doing? Oh, we're doing actually really good on fuel. Oh yeah, we can make it easily, so no fuel stops. Maybe need to do some resting though. Probably have to, but with no stops I meant that you don't have these boat trips right now. It's just all over land, going to Germany and then enter Poland, and then that's it really. Let's go. Also, somebody actually advised me to use Track IR for well, videos like these. I had a look. Track IR is something like 150 euros, something like that. So that's probably what, like 120 pounds, something like that, $180. But I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it really, especially not when you have a Rift already. You know. I mean, with Track IR, you still, when you look up, for instance, you still need to look on your monitor with your eyes, if you know what I mean. So the screen doesn't move in front of your eyes, you know. It's hard to explain, but yeah, obviously a Rift is not comparable with Track IR. Well, the positional tracking is, but not the way you look to it, obviously, because in the Rift you also have this 3D effect. I mean, thanks for the advice and the tip, and I definitely had a thought about it, but I already have a Rift, so you know what else do you need? Right, here we go. So first of all, to Germany. That probably means we're going right on the next one, indeed. So when you go straight, well, we know what will where we head to when we go straight. I mean, we have done that 20 times in the first 10 episodes or something like that. I mean, you go to England. Seriously, we went to England so many times, it's unbelievable. Anyway, here we go, out on the motorway. So, yeah, the new update, version 1.14, currently running on 1.13.4.10s, if that's right. My memory is probably not right, but it's something like that for sure. Why is the speed limit 50 over here? It's kind of low. Oh, anyway, pressed the wrong button there. I do want to pay attention to the speed limit, honestly. But yeah, 1.14 update comes with some big content really. Quite a bit of content. One of the content is that I think every truck, but I might be wrong on this, I think every truck gets this lift system, meaning that you let me actually show you. Can I pause the game? Oh, those are the wipers. I cannot really pause the game. So, for example, on my Iveco, I don't have two wheels at the back, you know, or four wheels in total. Two wheels when you look at it from the side. I have four wheels right now, but you can also have six wheels with two or four at the back. Now you can, in the new update, you can lift one of those wheels up, and I think it has something to do with weight distribution or something like that. It must be something like that. So I would say you are more efficient with your fuel usage when you lift one tire up. I mean, you see it in real life as well, you know. You have all these trucks which lift up their tire, or one of them. It's probably for better fuel usage, but I might be wrong on that. Anyway, that comes into the update. You can only lift, well, you have these in the tuning shop. You have these different kind of options, or tuning possibilities for your truck. You can lift either the, oh, look at that, wow. Well, I wanted to go into photo mode to make a photo from that, but I was too late. No, but you can either lift the penultimate two wheels when you look at it from the top, you know, the penultimate two wheels on the back, and the most rear wheels. So So you can either lift one of those. It's not two at the same time, I believe. So that is something new. You can lift them wherever you want. Although I do believe that your truck needs to be stationary, but I guess that's kind of obvious. What more? Also, there's a new truck, and this truck actually, well, got my attention a little bit because I thought it was it looked pretty cool. And the truck is called the DAF, and I think it's the Euro 6, if I'm correct. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think it's Euro 6 though. And actually, the truck, I think it looks pretty nice. I mean, people who follow the series know that I'm not a big fan of the DAF trucks. I really am not. But that truck actually looks pretty decent, I must say. The interior, the standard interior, looks pretty ugly. But you can get some kind of modification for that, and it makes the game look, or the interior it makes the interior look much better. So yeah, who knows? We might go with that one. The maximum horsepower you can get, I think, out of this car is 510. So that's not really a lot. But you know, I to be honest, I'm not a big fan of these big engines of 710. Of course, it's nice to have, but when you're really like pretty hardcore and want to do a realistic, want to have a realistic gaming experience, you're not going to drive 120, 150 all the time, you know. So yeah, might be a truck for us to invest in the future. Although I saw the price, I think it is quite expensive. It was like 125,000, but that was, you know, completely stock. And the stock truck, I think it looks okay, but it's not the best. So if we get that truck, I would like to tune it a little bit, to upgrade it. But I think I said before as well that a MAN gets my attention as well. I really like the truck, so having a little bit of a doubt whether I should go with the new DAF or the MAN as the next truck, because then this Iveco here, which still lacks power. How much power do we have? Like 440. Something around 500 would be really like perfect in my opinion. But we will give this truck, where we're driving in right now, then to one of our employees, which we are going to hire then, so they can drive around with this truck and we can have a nice new DAF or MAN. But maybe I'll ask you guys later on what truck you want to see. Anyway, I think that's pretty much enough about the update yet. Of course, there are, as always, probably bug fixes, glitch fixes, as well as smarter AI. That is, I think, usually what they do with every update, basically. This cruise control though, it's so awesome to have this feature, which was imported, I think, in update 1.13. So I can set my cruise control right now, you know, with a button on my wheel. I can increase the cruise control by 5 or decrease it by 5 kilometers an hour, but makes the game so much easier. So yeah, I really like the updates they usually bring into the game. They really are quality content. But I think that's enough for now about the new update. I don't really think I can say much more about it because I don't know much more about it, I think. I think that's pretty much it. It took a quite long while, by the way, to make this update. A lot of people have been waiting for this 1.14 update for quite a long while. And indeed, I think it's quite a long while since they lost. It took them quite a long while for update 1.40 to update, and it's still not yet there entirely in the game, obviously, as there only is the public beta out right now. So yeah, there's a pretty big gap between update 1.13 and 1.14, but that's fine as long as 1.14 is quality content, as I said before. What more? Well, yesterday, I don't know if you guys know him, but Squirrel Nuts. I recommend checking him out because he has very nice truck simulator videos. I was watching his live stream. He always does some trucking live stream on Sunday nights. I really recommend actually checking him out. He has a lot of subscribers as well. There are usually like 4,000 people watching the stream. Pretty crazy, but he deserves it for sure. He said yesterday as I watched his stream yesterday, that it takes SCS software about 6 months to develop and import a new truck into their game. That's pretty crazy if you think about it, you know. And that is from from the complete beginning. So licensing probably, recording the sound, stuff like that, making the physics. So yeah, pretty astonishing. Half a year goes into making one of the trucks, according to Scoronauts then. But yeah, I do presume he's right. But yeah, that's enough about Truck Simulator, I believe. What else can we talk about? I think there are plenty of things to talk about, really, since it took quite a long while for me to make a new video. And I remember a few weeks ago, and this is sad news, obviously my YouTube channel is racing related, so I've got to talk about this, whether you like it or not. But you know, it's just my nature of the channel. I've got to talk about Formula 1 maybe a little bit, because a few weeks ago during the Japanese Grand Prix we saw, well, we didn't really see it, but we got noticed about the terrible accident Jules Bianchi had. Of course, a terrible accident, and first of all, it's sad that such a talent is wasted, as he needs to fight for his life, pretty much, doesn't he? So very sad to see, very sad to happen. But of course, the most important thing is that he recovers. So yeah, miracles are existing. I think one miracle already happened when, well, Schumacher, basically, we got some good news about Schumacher, you know. I mean, he is recovering pretty well, I believe, and I thought that I read somewhere a few weeks ago that it would take him about 1 to 3 years to recover. Now that's a pretty big estimated time. I mean, it's either 1 year or 3 years. That's 2 years. That's a pretty big, you know, big gap. So, well, we obviously hope for 1 year, but even when it takes 3 years, you know, it's already a pretty big miracle that he is able to recover that well. Don't get me wrong, I mean, he will struggle maybe a little bit with continuing his life and picking up again. Maybe it won't be as normal as what it used to be, but still, good news about his recovery. But coming back to Bianchi, well, hopefully he can pull himself through as well and have some kind of miraculous recovery like Schumacher has had. I mean, that would be awesome, of course, but yeah, first of all, his health comes first, and obviously it's a shame that it happened. But yeah, a lot of people now again discussing the health, or not the health, the danger of F1 and the safety. That's it, the safety of F1. I think it's a little bit pointless to talk about this. Now, I have a little bit of a hardcore point of view really on F1, you know. I mean, safety, yes, it's important for me, and I don't want to see people dying every weekend. But at the same time, I think it's a little bit inevitable to make it 100% safe when cars are going to race at 350 kilometers an hour, you know. I mean, driving in F1 and expecting that you will have no serious incidents or something like that is, in my opinion, this might be harsh, but it's a little bit stupid. Because, well, as I said, you race with these high speeds, and, well, imagine if you would be racing in a road car, or driving in a road car, and go on a motorway really quick, 340 kilometers an hour, and you crash. You know, that's gonna be a big accident, I can tell you that. So yeah, as I said, I have a little bit of a hardcore point of view on this, and I think nothing should be changed. I really think so. Of course, this typical incident is a little bit different than the others, you know, because there was a vehicle involved which was there to remove Sutil's car. I think that makes it a little bit of a different story, you know. If a car, or example, if Bianchi would be that injured after a crash with a barrier or something like that, I would say don't change it, you know. I mean, yeah, 340 kilometers an hour, you crash. What else do you expect? You're not gonna get out of there without any injuries, usually. Oh, 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 oh. You saw that? Didn't pay attention to the exit there. But yeah, to make a long story short, of course, what you can improve, you probably should. And you can definitely improve on the safety vehicle. You don't, how do you call these? Oh, they are just tractors, aren't they? So, yeah, I will call them tractors. But yeah, I think this could have been avoided. And these tractors always have been a factor, but it's always something needs to happen before people realize it's actually like inappropriate and not safe to have those tractors in the race and alongside the track. I mean, I'm sure that a lot of people thought before when they saw this tractor like, oh, maybe in the future something will happen, you know, a serious incident because of this tractor. I mean, that's what I thought myself too, but nobody really says anything about it until the day, you know, this incident happens, which is typical. In my opinion, it's typical for humans. You know, it will be fine, but then when the moment actually arrives, it's a little bit of a different story. But yeah, that's a complete other story. But I guess you know what I mean, and where you can avoid incidents, you obviously should. I feel like this could have been avoided, but you know, general safety in F1 with all the closed cockpits. Nah, get out of here. I mean, it's not good to have injuries, of course. It definitely isn't. But as a driver, you should be able to see this coming. You know, you should expect that something can happen. But as I said, I have a pretty hardcore point of view on that. Obviously, I wish Bianchi all the best. I'm sure we all do. Hopefully, he pulls through. But yeah, it's not really looking good. You know, the incident where you can compare the incident somewhat with the incident Maria de Villota had. I believe the Spanish was it Spanish? It must have been Spanish. Spanish woman. I think she was in a race car too. Might have even been an F1 car. I think it was an F1 car actually. And I think she hit the back of a trailer from the truck, which was opened, and she hit it with her head. And I believe she lost her eye. And that was at low speed because the anti-stall system kicked in. So that must have been at like 15, 20 kilometers an hour. You know, this was a pretty serious hit with, well, what was it? It's actually hard to judge this, but it must have been about 150, 200 kilometers an hour, something like that. Obviously, there's a gravel trap there, so it slows you down quite a bit. But it must have been around there, maybe even higher. I'm not sure. But obviously, you get my point. It's a much higher speed. Obviously, the angle matters. The angle you hit it, with the angle you hit the tractor in this case. But yeah, it's a much higher speed. And knowing that Maria de la Villota, or Maria de Villota, had pretty serious injuries after that crash at 20 kilometers an hour, and this was at much higher speed. It's not looking good, does it? Sad, but true, obviously. Seven more hours to go, just under 8 hours, and then we're there. So we're driving in Germany at the moment. I hope I can entertain you guys a little bit, because the driving might be a bit boring, but I hope that you guys have some fun at least hearing me talking. I mean, this is quite important. I've mentioned it many times before in a series like this. You know, the driving is probably pretty boring to watch, so you need to come up with stories that people actually like and like to listen to. I hope I'm doing a good job at that. Otherwise, not a lot of people will enjoy this. I know this series is one of the series which doesn't really get that much attention, but yet I feel like if I can entertain at least a few people, I'm already happy, you know. And if you don't enjoy the series, then you know it's easy. Don't watch it. If you do enjoy it, well, then I'm very pleased. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Holy shit. That was pretty close.